where my heart was eaten by a dog. And he said it's YouTube gold. Have you seen it on YouTube? I haven't seen it on YouTube. Yeah? It's on YouTube? That's fantastic.
It was on the Subaru.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it made like greatest soap moments of all time.
That's funny.
God, there was so many great moments. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Oh, what about the time you and Nathan both beat me up in front of my car? Remember you guys both ganged up on me and beat the shit out of me? Yeah. Yeah, you guys beat me up. That was a good one. That was a good scene. Yeah. Oh, and the episode you wrote. Remember the episode you wrote where I was like a kingpin?
Yeah, you were good in that.
He wrote an episode of the show. Do you guys ever see it? Tell me about it.
Yeah, I think season 6. Season 6. I wrote like a 1950s throwback kind of Casablanca-esque episode for Winter Hill, and it was just fun because we all been playing the same characters for so long, so it was nice to step outside and do something a little bit different. It ended up being the most expensive show we'd ever shot, of course, because we had to build new sets and new stages. But yeah, Paul owned his character, did a great job. He was playing the mob boss, and yeah, that scene at the end. I think, do you shoot Peyton? Yeah, you shot Peyton, and then in real life when she woke up, her stomach went and she went into labor. That's right. That was a great scene. That was fun.
That's cool. What about you guys? What was your favorite scene that we were in together? Anybody? How about you?
Laura, I know you have an answer.
When you saved Lucas the car accident, season 1.
Oh, when I saved you in the car accident. You're lucky you had a dad like that. That was a good scene.
Good answer.
That was a good answer. She's smarter than us. What about anybody else? Have a scene that they like us together in? One at a time. What?
The new car where you can both go on the car, joyride. After the heart attack.
The heart attack?
After the heart attack.
Oh, after the heart attack.
The red car, the new one.
Say it again, because he didn't hear you.
After the heart attack, you two had a joyride with the big red car. I like that scene.
That's fantastic. That was a great scene.
Something else, Laura?
No.
No?
That's it?
I see her all the time. She's fantastic.
That's nice. I got to kiss Joy in an episode. Remember that? When you wrote? Remember the flashback sequence?
I did it.
I got to, no? Nobody cares? Oh, cool. She was good.
Hi, my question is for Chad. I miss Lucas and Peyton so bad, and I'm wondering, how do you imagine the future of Lucas and Peyton?
I just loved so much how Mark ended it. I think that Lucas and Peyton drove off into the sunset, and they had a wonderful baby together, and I can only assume that they'd be great parents, and that they'd be raising their kid well. Luke's teaching his boy to play basketball, and they're well-read, well-educated, but they've got great centers, great moral fiber. So I would have to say, yeah, that's probably what they're on. Probably being great parents, and traveling around on. Who did Kieran play? No, Kieran. She married Kieran. Yeah, Kieran Hutchinson. Moira married Kieran Hutchinson. He was a rich guy. He was like a yacht. We're probably on Kieran's yacht. I don't remember the characters. Andy's yacht.
Thank you. My question is, if your character were put in a Hungarian arena, which one would survive?
Well, technically, both of our characters had heart problems, so we probably both dropped dead. Yeah. Luke's a rider, not a fighter. That's good. I'd have to go and say Dan Scott probably wins that one.
I'm going to say that I die before he even hits me of sheer fear.
It's the beard.
Thank you.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thanks. If you would have been able to change something about the storyline of One Tree Hill, what would you change?
You know, I couldn't change anything about it. I really couldn't, you know. That's one of those questions that's tough because I believe so much in the respect and love for writers, and they spend so many long hours in those writing rooms, you know, trying to create the arcs of the show. And if you change one thing, everything else changes about it. And you guys love it so very much, so I wouldn't change a thing.
You, Paul?
Well, I was a fan of the earlier years. I liked it when it was, you know, Chad and James and Haley and Nathan and Barry Corbin played Whitey and Moira Kelly and you know, Deb. And you know, I liked in Craig Sheffer. I liked that it was a sort of an older and a younger sort of like mix. For me, I love people like it later on, but I liked the first 4 or 5 years more than the last 4 or 5 years, just because it felt more like it was the story of a generations rather than a generation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I have a question for the both of you. Which actor do you look up to? It's not one tree of related in general.
I can't say that there's one specific actor that I look up to. I would have to say that there's just little bits and pieces that you take from all great performers. I mean, watching that opening scene in Les Miserables and Hugh Jackman playing Jean Valjean, I was blown away with what he was able to carry. I mean, the man has an unbelievable gift and an unbelievable depth as an artist. I really respect and look up to him, but then I sit there and I look at other people, the Sean Penns in the world who are complete and utter chameleons. They can change and they can completely, you'll watch Carlito's Way and then you'll go and watch I Am Sam or Mystic River and you don't even know it's the same guy. And I think that there's something really, really special about that when you can really change faces. And then we've got movie stars. You know, you've got the Tom Cruises and Brad Pitts who, they just have that thing that they know how to take a scene and make it larger than life and always make it better and always give us the chills every time they're on screen. So I'd have to say that there's multiple aspects of each artist that I like.
Paul?
I like myself a lot. No, I'm kidding. I think there's some young actors I think are particularly talented, of which I think Chad is among them. Joel Edgerton, I think, is a terrifically talented young actor. I think there's Robert Downey Jr. I think is one of the people I look up to because he's got a, you referred to him earlier, he's got an extraordinary talent and a slight self-destructive mechanism, which I find interesting. And then there's people that are workman actors that you'll see in lots of movies but aren't movie stars that sort of float in the middle of the system. And those are the ones that Hollywood is built upon. You know, there's the Bryan Cranstons that now became a star, but he worked for years without a job. Philip Seymour Hoffman, the same, guys like that, the middle guys that aren't the guys that go, oh, he's a movie star. But those are the guys that stay and work hard and really, 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 really suffer because they're never really acknowledged for their great work until they're acknowledged for their great work, and it could be too late or whatever. But there's a lot of actors that aren't the stars that help us get better and help us look better, that work really hard, that I'm in awe of them, and I think those are the heroes of Hollywood for me. I mean, there's a lot of Leonardo DiCaprio, people, and I think he's a terrifically talented guy. And it's got to take 15 or 20 actors in a movie with Leo to make him look like a big, fantastic actor. I think those are the people that I really like to look up to. Buscemi's another guy that I think is, unsung heroes for me. They can't all be Daniel Auteuil. Yes.